me go back to the, oh, go ahead.
Can I focus us on the case here?
Yes.
There's a whole lot about the IRS collection mechanism that has been criticized and continues to be criticized by the world, including me. If you've audited it, you know. Okay. But my point is, what I want to figure out is why Congress would want to distinguish between investigation and collection that involves third parties. I can understand why, and this is where I've been struggling with understanding the Ninth Circuit and Judge Ketledge is concerned, okay? And I think in this conversation I'm finally coming to understand it, which is that I think what they're concerned about is if you're collecting from the taxpayer, then you could understand not giving the taxpayer notice because you might have suspicions that they'll continue in not wanting to pay you and to hide the assets. But if it's an innocent third party, why would you impose secrecy on them? Unless the taxpayer is handed it over to a fiduciary or you have information that it is an alter ego or a partner or something else, why shouldn't an innocent taxpayer get notice? Why shouldn't the law firm be able to come in and challenge the broadness of a subpoena to a bank on attorney-client privilege? Why shouldn't the innocent third party say, you know, they got it wrong. I'm not involved with this taxpayer.
Because the necessary implication of their position is not only that the third party would be entitled to notice, but also that the taxpayer himself would have to be entitled to notice. Because their argument is that—
No, that's the exception built in by Judge Ketledge and the Ninth Circuit.
Well,
they said if it's the taxpayer or you have knowledge or suspicion of or reasonably basis for believing, they're covered by the exception.
Well, so what I'm saying is, let's take the example of the summons seeking the law firm's bank records. If we had to provide notice and the opportunity for judicial review in that situation, the law firm would not only get the notice, but also Mr. Polselli. And that's because their entire argument is that subsection C2D's exception doesn't apply in that case, right? So if that's true, then subsection A and B have to apply, because those are the general rules. And subsection A says any person who is identified in the summons is entitled to notice. And Mr. Polselli was identified in these summonses, and the taxpayer will always be identified in these summonses in the caption. So the necessary implication is that he will also be entitled to notice, and with that notice, he'll be able to move his funds from whatever accounts and entities he was using to pay the law firm into other funds and other accounts.